Okay, why you should not calculate your PNL in pips. Right, so welcome to a new episode for this video series called the Professional versus Retail, where in this series I'm going to show you what is the different approach a professional trader will do and what is the approach that a retail trader will do that cause them to lose money. Right, so as mentioned in the title, right, why you should not calculate your PNL using PIP. Now, a lot of brokers and a lot of signal providers, they will tend to try to convince you that you should calculate your PNL in pips, right? But in the professional world, we do not calculate our PNL using pips, right? The first reason is this, right? Although almost all tradable currency pair in the forex market is coded up to 4 decimal place as a pip, right, which is 0.0001, right? This is 1 pip for most tradable currency. There are two currencies that don't code as 4 decimal, right? For the Japanese yen and the Indian rupee, they are coded to 3 decimal place as a pip, right? So you can see here, right? So let's say for the pound US dollar, right, the rates will be coded as 1.2811, right? So it's a 4 decimal place, right? While the US dollar yen will be quoted as 105.423, so it's a 3 decimal place. So how does this affect you? Now, if you have been trading for some time, or you have been, or you're looking to get into the professional world, or you are just a retail guy trying to make some money and trying to look at your portfolio return, it's very often that we all calculate our portfolio return based on a percentage term, right? Because if you calculate your return based on percentage term, there will be it's basically a non-biased comparison, right? I will show you why. Because of different decimal place quoted between the majority of the currency and the yen, you will get a very different percentage return, right? So let's say the British pound US dollar move higher by 100 pips from 1.2811 to 1.2911, right? So this is a 100 pip move, right? And at the same time, the US dollar Japanese yen move higher by 100 pips from 105.423 to 105.523, right? It's still a 100 pips move, right? But when you turn this into percentage, you will see a really different PNL, right? So look at the formula here. This is the pound US dollar, right? So once you do the calculation and you times by 100, where you get the percentage, you will find that the pound US dollar have moved higher for 0.78%, right? So basically it's 0.78%, right? While the US dollar yen only move higher by 0.09%, right? So if you are basically calculating your portfolio based on the pips, you're basically having a very biased data, a very biased comparison, right? So this will actually affect you later when you try to calculate all of the volatility of your portfolio and all of your returns of your portfolio, right? And here's the thing, why there are a lot of people out there trying to sell you this concept of you should really calculate a PNL using the pips. Right, it's very simple, because they know that the forex market is not very volatile, right? So instead of saying that the what is it? Instead of saying that the US dollar yen has moved higher for 0.09%, right? They will just tell you that, hey, the US dollar yen have moved higher for 100 pips, right? By saying that, hey, the dollar yen has moved higher for 100 pips, they basically confuse you, making you to think that there are actually a lot more opportunity to day trade in the market, right? And as a broker and as a educator or guru or YouTuber that receive affiliate commission from the broker, it's in their best interest for you to day trade, right? I have explained this a lot, many times in my video, right? Because they are brokers and the way they make money is through OTC gain plus the financing terms plus the spread and commissions, right? So in English is that the more you trade, the more money the broker will make, right? So that's why in their promotional contents, right, they don't call it promotional contents, right? They'll call it as video updates on euro dollar, right? Or they will just like signal for pound US dollar, right? And inside that signal, they will just tell you that, okay, hey, we expect 100 pips move from the pound dollar, right? Or we expect 100 pips move for the US dollar Japanese yen, right? So in fact, 100 pip move is really just a 0.0 something percentage move, right? Which is not very high compared to like the stock market, for instance, right? The stock market, even the least volatile stock like the blue chips, they can have 1 to 2% of daily volatility, right? So compared to the stock markets and the forex market, you will see that the forex market is relatively less volatile than the stock market, right? That's why if you are a more experienced or a more intermediate trader, where you have a somehow solid fundamental understanding of the financial markets, and you really want to make money as a trader by trading the financial markets, you should really build up your portfolio with 80% of stocks and maybe 10% of commodities, forex, just to hedge your stock positions, right? Because the volatility there in the forex market is just so low that you can't make a lot of money, right? And if you are trading on CFD or you are trading on margin, you actually need to pay the carry to your broker, right? Which is if you are trading negative carry trade, you will have to pay a daily interest to your broker, right? So if like the dollar yen, right, I'm moving like 0.09% every day, and your interest rate is like 0.5%, how are you going to make money, right? So actually it's in the broker's best interest to convince you that you should calculate your PNL in pips, right? This is simply not true, right? So from today's onwards, right, just calculate your PNL, your volatility, right, your return, your drawdown, everything in percentage term, because by doing this, by calculating in percentage term, you can have a non-biased comparison, and for some reason you don't know how to calculate the percentage of something, right? You can just simply open the spreadsheet, right? Just key in the formula here, and what you can do is that you just format as percent, and then the spreadsheet, it can be a Google spreadsheet or it can be the Excel, the Microsoft Excel. They will just convert your result into percentage, right? So make sure from now onwards you calculate your PNL and everything in the form of percentage. Okay, and as usual, remember to leave me your feedback. Okay, I will read your feedback, and I will read your comments that you have given under the comment sections, right? So that I can understand what is your struggle, right? Because I'm literally making this video based on your feedback. Okay, so I need to understand what is your struggle, what you love about this, what you hate about this, what you want more about this. Okay, and by the way, I'm going to open another series where I basically focus on the real economic fundamental reasons that actually move the prices of the financial markets, right? So I'm going to share what is the fundamental and economic reasons that move, let's say, the pound dollar, right? Or let's say the gold, right? What is the price driver for the gold price, right? Or what is the price driver for, like, for example, the imports retail company, right? So I will open another video series on that, because from your feedback I can see that some of you, actually a lot of you, are asking these questions. So yes, I'm going to open another video series on that. Okay, so as usual, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell so that you will never miss video from my channel. Okay, see you on the next video.